Ford CEO Alan Mulally is with us, along with Jim Farley, the Ford executive charged with turning around the Lincoln brand. Welcome.
Glad to be
here. So what I want to know is, what did you tell him, what was at risk here, and what he had to do in order to take an old name and give it new life?
Well, clearly it's neat to be here with Jim, because Jim is known around the world for his experience on the luxury brands. And to have Jim now lead the reinvention of Lincoln is very, very, very exciting. And you know, all good companies have a tremendous luxury premium brand associated with them also. So this is our chance to really bring
But you got a lot of money on the line here.
Absolutely, really important and really neat. You can see from that new MKZ that I think we got the right product to start this reinvention.
What were the choices you made, Jim?
Well, I think we have to surprise people with the product. New MKZ, we have a hybrid version, 45 miles per gallon, most fuel-efficient sedan in America, and we have to innovate the experience. People expect to be treated differently, especially after the Great Recession.
Mm-hmm. You talk about luxury, of course, important, but you also mentioned fuel efficiency. Where does that rate in terms of when people are buying cars that they look at fuel efficiency?
Fuel efficiency as a whole is now the #1 purchase reason in our industry. It's really changed quite a bit.
And so how do you make that car more so fuel efficient? A luxury car that's that fuel efficient?
Well, we have a great hybrid system at Ford, something that Alan and the team really pushed the company on to be a leader in fuel economy. And although fuel economy is not the top reason to buy a luxury car, it's a reason for people to notice Lincoln. And with 45 miles per gallon, no one does it better.
Yeah. Is it tough today to compete in today's automobile world because of the fact, you know, you've got a lot of very good names, whether it's Mercedes or Lexus or American names as well?
Sure. It's such a competitive industry, especially in the luxury industry, but it's growing. And it's very important for our company, not just here in the U.S., but internationally. Yep. The other thing that's important is there is room for a new brand like Lincoln. After the Great Recession, customers are really reconsidered how they buy a luxury car. They want a more discreet choice, and they're really underserved when it comes to experience.
Mm-hmm. Can I just talk for a moment about the fiscal cliff, because you're one of the people who went in to see the president. Sure. Give me your sense of it. I mean, the president's mind, because you have known him and you've been invited in. What do you tell him? What does he say? What makes you think this is doable?
Well, Charlie, I was very encouraged with the last a few meetings with the president, because he really is looking for a comprehensive solution that deals with both the revenue side and also with the expense side. And he also, you know, clearly appreciates it's going to be a bipartisan solution. But the other thing that I really appreciate is the fact that he's looking through the lens of economic development. What do we do to keep improving the business environment so the economy can accelerate?
Promote growth.
And that's the most important thing.
But what do you make of when you hear, like the speaker, John Boehner, over the weekend say, we haven't made any progress at all. We're at a stalemate. Does that worry you?
Well, I think it's, you know, clearly it's a coming together on a joint solution, and there's going to be a lot of gives and takes, but you know, it's going to take everybody working together, both on the revenue side and the
But as CEO of Ford, when you hear about the fiscal cliff and what it could do in terms of raising taxes on middle-class families, even obviously wealthier individuals, sure, are you concerned about sales? Well,
no, this is really an important question, because you know, clearly the actions that Congress put in place to deal with the fiscal cliff is very important, because if those actions actually took place, then it clearly would have a big impact on purchase decisions for all of us, and clearly would slow down the economy. So we really do need to come together with a joint solution.
Okay. All right. Alan Mulally.
Great to see you.
Jim
Good
Farley.
to see you,
Jim.
Thank
Pleasure
you.
to meet you.
Yeah.
Lincoln.
Yeah.